Welcome back to Chasing News. I'm Bill Spadia. Did you know that by 1963 there were more than 17,000 fallout shelters in New York City? Many of those signs are still up today. Well, with the fears over North Korea, who knows? Are they active? Our own Brian Donohue checks it out.
Remember those nuclear preparedness drills we had back in the Cold War?
The first line of action is fighter aircraft.
Well, there's been a lot of nuclear saber rattling going on of late with President Donald Trump and the Premier of North Korea. Time to dust those off. Time to find out where your local fallout shelter is. At the peak of the Cold War in 1963, the federal government had set up more than 17,000 fallout shelters in New York City, enough to house safely, or so they thought, about 11 million people. Today I'm riding my city bike to see what's become of a few of them. This one's in the basement of the luxurious London Terrace Gardens apartment in Chelsea. I wonder if there's a nuclear attack, they, wouldn't mind a few thousand people pouring into their basement. What's the status of that fallout shelter?
In this building, it's gone a long, long time ago.
Not going to help us going down the basement, I guess.
Going down the basement is probably not going to help you.
Just your standard basement, apartment building basement. So I'm told there is a fallout shelter inside this building, the St. Denis on 11th Street, but the management office is closed on Wednesdays, so I can't get in. Better not be a nuclear attack on a Wednesday. Make a note of that. Got another fallout shelter here at 7th Avenue and West 4th. Now it's a Chase Bank and a Starbucks. I could not get into the old fallout shelter in the basement here, but I'm told that it now houses the safe deposit vault and the employee break room. How long you lived here?
40 years.
40 years?
Yes.
So you were probably living here at a point when that actually was a fallout shelter.
Probably, yes. We live history here without realizing it.
Yeah. This building in Chinatown looks like the cornerstone was laid in 1948. It's a fallout shelter, and now it is a True Light Lutheran church. Doors are locked. That's a building I want to be in if there's a nuclear blast. And those old signs still all over the city if you know where to look, but just faded relics of a bygone era and a whole set of fears that had faded along with them. Or so we thought. Reporting for Chasing News, I'm Brian Donohue.
All right, thank you, Brian. Maybe it's kind of like the nearest exit on a plane. Where's the nearest fallout shelter to you? Think you'd ever need it? Anyway, I want to go back to a story that we did earlier in the show about Parker Space, an assemblyman in New Jersey who got himself in a whole heap of hot water when he posted a picture with he and his wife at a Hank Williams Jr. concert in front of what is known as the Hank Williams Jr. Rebel flag. It is a mock-up of the old flag of Robert E. Lee and the Army of Northern Virginia. Now, the controversy erupted when the candidate for governor, a Democratic candidate for governor, former Ambassador Phil Murphy, called on Republican candidate Kim Guadagno to urge the assemblyman to apologize. She declined. Parker Space is digging in, and I just want to commend his courage and strength and common sense in the face of what I consider absolutely fake outrage. This is ridiculous. There are far bigger issues, and if you want to indict one, you got to indict all of them. So are we really holding all 20,000 people that went to a Hank Williams concert over the weekend as potential racists and bigots and supporters of the Confederacy? Of course not. It's absurd. Honestly, Ambassador Murphy, move on. There are important things to talk about, like affordability in the Garden State. Listen, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night on Chasing News.